All right, friends, so today we are starting part 2 of the one and only Ivan. So in the first 2 lessons we were gathering a lot of background information about the characters, their relationships with each other, and the setting of the story. So I want you to think about how we went from the beginning of the story and what we've learned in that. Think about the characters we've learned, the feelings they've had, and where the setting is. And you can flip back through your slides if you want to pause and do that. So now you are beginning part 2, change. And we'll begin getting into the rising action of the story. So I want you to make a prediction about what changes may occur in this section. So you might be thinking, Mrs. Miles, I don't know what a prediction is. So prediction is when we use our knowledge of what's happened in the story so far, and we make our best guess about what's going to happen in the future of the story. So let me pull up the anchor chart. So this is our predictions anchor chart. So a prediction are thoughts about what will happen in the text based on text, clues, and pictures. And we really haven't had much pictures, so this is probably just going to be on clues. So before you read, you can make predictions by looking at the title or the pictures or the text features. During, which is what we're doing right now, is we're going to pause and think about why events happen or what happens next. I bet you've already done this in your reading, you just haven't realized it. And then after reading, you can confirm or adjust your thinking. What really happened? So whenever we do predictions, we use these stems. We say, I predict that I think blank will happen. Since blank, I think blank. I bet blank happens next, blank. You support your claim with a because. So I predict that if I'm predicting for my day, I predict that I will go to the zoo tonight for Boo at the Zoo because Mr. Miles bought tickets. So that's my prediction, is we're going to go to the zoo, and I'm thinking that because I know Mr. Miles bought tickets. That's just something made up, so it can be anything. I predict that my dad will get me a roast beef sandwich from Arby's because he knows they're my favorite. So that's a prediction of our lives, and it can happen in a text. I don't want to give it away for the one and only Ivan, so that's why I'm trying to do real world instead of book. So give me your best prediction for what's going to happen in the book. What's going to happen in the book? All right, now we're going to look at your SAP. So let's look at your SAP. This is on your 12, your slide 12, and I'm going to pull mine up. I'm going to different slide. All right, so this is what we are looking at. Okay, there we go. So today we're going to be looking for major changes that occur in this section and the causes and effects of those changes. So I want you to review the concept of cause and effect. So you're going to watch a video on it in the next 2 days. But cause and effect is something, the cause, what's happening, and the effect. Well, what happened because of that? So why did this happen? What's the result of this happening? And why did it happen? So don't worry about it right now. We're going to talk about it in a couple of days, and I bet it's just going to clear your mind. So let's go over a little bit of vocabulary that you might hear in this chapter. So you might hear amends, to make up for wrongdoing, stroke, moving a hand or object across a surface gently, and specimen, an individual, animal, or plant. So right now I'm only going to read the chapter change. So read along with me or read it by yourself. It's only one page. Change. Stella is the first to notice the change, but soon we all feel it. A new animal is coming to the Big Top Mall. How do we know this? Because we listen. We watch, and most of all, we sniff the air. Humans always smell odd when change is in the air. like rotten meat with a hint of papaya. So now I want you to make guesses as to what new animal would be arriving at the Big Top Mall. And you're going to do that by putting in your answer in another way, and that's going to be linked to your Google Classroom. So go ahead, pause, and put that in there. And then on that Google form, I want you to share about times that you were new somewhere. Maybe you were a new student at a new school. You were new to a club, such as Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or something else, maybe a team. I want you to share how you felt being the new kid in the place. So we're going to